How you doing today, guys? Welcome back to another day of 7th grade math. This is Mr. Gomez, your favorite teacher in the whole world, and today we're going to be talking about circles. Now, circles, there's a few things that you need to know. We're going to be talking about circumference and area to kill two birds with one stone, okay? Circumference and area. Now, what is the circumference? Okay, the circumference is gonna be the outside of the circle, so kind of like the perimeter of any shape. In circles, the perimeter is called the circumference, so it's gonna be the outside, and then the area is gonna be the inside of the circle. How much area does a circle cover? Now, there's two things that we need to know. And those are we're going to have a specific symbol that we're going to be using to find the area of a circle. And that symbol is going to be pi. And I'm going to write that down in a second. That symbol is going to be pi. Hold on, let me get this to work. And that's that symbol right there. And that symbol is valued as 3.14. Or 22 over 7. And this is given to you, so you don't need to memorize that. Now, another thing that you're going to need to know is either going to be the diameter or the radius. And a good way to differentiate which one is which, when given the circle, you're going to have a line inside the circle. And one line is going to go from end to end, and that's going to be the diameter. And the other line is going to go from the middle to the edge, and that's going to be the radius. Diameter, radius. Diameter, radius. Okay? So that's all we need to know so far. And now we can just go ahead and find some areas and circumference. Now, this is going to be circles. And there's two things that we need to know. We need to find the circumference, which is the outside, and the area, which is the inside. Okay? So, for example, if I have a circle, okay, and I have a line from end to end, and you can have the line like this, like that. It doesn't matter how they give it to you. As long as it's from end to end, that line is going to be the diameter. Okay? But if they give you a circle, and the line goes from the middle to the edge, it doesn't matter to what edge, as long as they give it to you. That line is going to be called the radius. And it's important to know so that we can use the correct formula. Okay? So for instance, let's say they gave us a circle. If we need to find the circumference, okay? We're going to find the circumference and the area for, let's say, this circle, and this diameter is 10 inches. Okay, we have two formulas for circumference. Circumference equals C equals pi times diameter, or C equals 2 times pi times radius. Okay, I usually like to use this one the whole time. I like to use that one the whole time. And I'm going to do the two samples. This is going to be number 1, and this is going to be number 2. Okay, let's say this one over here is 4. Okay, 4 inches. So for number 1, if I look at number 1, they're given to me the diameter, the line from edge to edge. So I can easily use the first formula. And for pi, I know pi is going to be this value right there, always. It's always going to be that value. It's not going to be anything different. It might change later on because 3.14 is just rounded to the 10th place, but it is an irrational number, meaning that it never ends, it never repeats, it never terminates. So, number one, I know I need to find the circumference, and I know pi equals 3.14, and my diameter is given to me, and this says that it's 10 inches. All I have to do now to find the circumference is multiply those two, because that's the formula. These two right here, they're multiplying. So it's going to be 3.14 times 10. And when you multiply those two, the circumference for number one is going to be 31.4 inches. Just like that. All you got to do is multiply the circumference and the pi. That's it. Now, let's do the other one. Number two. Number two, they gave us the radius in this case. So now we can use either this formula or we can also use this formula right here. Now, something to remember. Since the radius is the line from the center of the circle to the edge, and the diameter is the line from edge to edge, basically the radius is half the diameter, or is the diameter divided by 2. The radius is half the diameter, so that means the diameter is 2 times the radius. The diameter is 2 times the radius, hence this in that equation. 2 and r on the second circumference formula. If you notice, we don't have a 2 or a r in this formula, but we have d. But for d, that's basically what it is, 2 times the radius. So, the circumference is going to be 2 times 3.14 times the radius is 4. Now you can multiply in any order. You can even rewrite this formula to make it easier for you if you want to. 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 times 3.14, when you multiply that, get 8 times 4 is how much? That's 32. Carry the 3. 8 times 1 is 3, is 8, plus 3 is 11. Carry the 1. 8 times 3 is 24, and 1 is 25. You have 2 places. Move this back. So the circumference for circle number 2 is going to be 25.12 inches. Why would you need to find the circumference? Okay? So let's say you have a round table, and you're going to put an ornament around the edge, like a string or something like that. To find out how long that is, the yardsticks, they don't bend, and the tape measures, if you bend them, they get destroyed. So all you got to do is measure the middle, the line in the middle, and then multiply times 3.14, and that's how many yards you need to buy of string or whatever. So now, is that easy? You either multiply 3.14 times the diameter, or multiply it like the second way. That's for circumference. Does anybody have any questions so far? All right, now, to find the area is going to be a little bit different, because we're going to be using something that we have not talked about, but it's not hard at all. We're going to use the same 2 circles, number 1 and number 2, okay? Number 1 and number 2, and now I'm going to find the area. So just to make it easier, this is 10 inches, and the second one was 4 inches, okay? Now I need to find the area. And to find the area, we have a new formula. and it's also given to you, you do not need to memorize it. For area, it's just going to be pi times radius squared. That's the formula. So now, if you're given the diameter on area, you need to make that as a radius. You need to change the diameter to radius all the time when we talk about area. And remember, I said the radius is the diameter divided by 2, or 1/2 the diameter. I wrote that over here. Right here. Okay? So I'm hoping that you're paying attention because this is a lot. Okay. So again, for area, you always need to know the radius. Okay? So you always need to know the radius. So right here in the middle, that's the formula for area. Area equals pi times radius squared. Pi times radius squared. What's happening? Okay, can you guys see the screen? Yes? Okay. Pi times radius squared. So, with that being said, if I look at this one right here, do I have the diameter or do I have the radius? Remember, diameter is the line across the center and radius is from the center to the edge. On number 1, do I have the radius or do I have the diameter? And I need somebody to speak up. Is the radius or the diameter given to me on number 1? Okay, let's look at this again. If I have the line from edge to edge, that means that this is the diameter. So I need to know my radius first of all. So if my diameter equals 10, my radius is 1/2 of it. Or it's going to be diameter divided by 2, which is going to be 10 divided by 2, which is how much? If my diameter is 10, my radius is how much? Come on guys, speak up. If my radius is 10, my diameter is going to be half of 10, which is going to be 5. My radius is going to be 5. Now, all I have to do is do the formula. Area equals, pi is always the same, times radius squared. Now, whenever you're given the formula for area of a circle, this is what I want you to do. This is the formula. But I want you to rewrite it. You're going to write down area equals pi times radius. That way you will not make a mistake. Basically, the square over here on top means that you're multiplying the r by itself 2 times. Not times 2, but 2 times. So, whenever you're given this area, rewrite it like that. Always. Please do so. As soon as you get your reference chart, go ahead and change the formula of area of a circle to that. So now, area equals 3.14 times my radius is how much now? 5 times 5. Why 5 times 5? Because my radius is 5 and I put a 5 in there and I also put a 5 in there. Now multiply everything out. 5 times 5 is 25 times 3.14. When you multiply that, 3.14 times 25, you get 20, carry the 2, 5 times 1 is 5, and 2 is 7. 5 times 3 is 15. And then 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Add it together, and you get 7850. However, you got 2 decimal places right here. 1, 2. So the area for this is going to be 78.50 inches squared. 78.50 inches squared. Square because we're talking about area. So what we just found is the inside of a circle. If you have a table, a round table, how much area do you have in it? How much space you have on top to put plates, cups, silverware, whatever, food. Now for number 2, this is number 2. Same thing. The formula A equals pi times radius squared, but remember, we're gonna rewrite it as pi times radius times radius. And if we look at number 2, the line that we have is gonna be from the center of the circle to the edge. So they already gave us the radius. Remember, you can, if you extend your arms, that's the diameter. If you close one arm, that's the radius. That's the same thing for the circle. Diameter, radius. In this case, we already have the radius, so we don't need to convert anything. So, we go from there. Area equals 3.14. Remember, this is always going to be the same. And it's on your formula chart, and it's right here. It's always going to be the same. Times radius is 4. Times radius is 4. These two equals 16. 16 times 3.14. 3.14 times 16. When you multiply those two, you get 3.14 times 16, and you get 50.24. So the area for that circle is 50.24 inches squared. Any questions about how to find in the area or the circumference? Area or circumference? Anybody? Well, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, please subscribe. That's it for this one, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day. Goodbye. Okay. A number that when you multiply by itself gives you 64. What number when you multiply by itself gives you 64? In this case, something A times A gives you 64. And if I look at the times table, I know that that number is going to be 8. R equals 8. So my radius is going to be 8. And remember the diameter, I'm going to play this video again a little bit. The diameter is going to be radius times 2. Or radius times 2, yes. So 2 times the radius. So diameter is 2 times 8. The diameter is 16. Okay. So I found the radius, I found the diameter. Now I gotta find the circumference. C equals 3.14 times 16. And when you multiply 3.14 by 16, you get the circumference for 50.24 inches. And that's how you work it backwards. If you found this video interesting, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.